I have had a pattern in the past of tucking my best things away, saving them for later. And what Allison calls that is being a secret agent. I have a specialty at being a secret agent. I'm very sneaky, and I don't want to do that anymore. It takes an incredible amount of energy to withhold what we have to give. And I'm talking about, like, I can tap myself out regardless of what's going on around me. I can tap myself out just by trying to hold myself back. Because I have an awful lot of energy, whether we're talking about the full moon energy or just my natural state. So I have been making the leap, and the leap hasn't happened in one step. It has definitely been a process, and I think that's the way it's supposed to be. So if I look back to this time last year, I would never have imagined that I was going to get on Facebook Live and talk at all, whether I had a full script or just my natural intention to share with the world. So it's pretty amazing what happens when we really step out and choose to be something other than a secret agent. Now, holy crap, if you had talked to me 2 years ago, I probably would have looked at you like you were insane, me be a public figure. I was going to be a cog in someone else's wheel. That's what I was going to do. I was dead set that that's what I'm going to do, and it just didn't work. I tried so hard to do that for so long, and it's actually a lot easier for me to get on Facebook Live than it is to hide, which is, it's like bizarro land for sure. And I think what we have to do is really test out and see, does this work for me? Does this rule work for me? Does it help me step forward? Does it help me truly express what I mean to express? Or does the rule become a weapon? And I'm a good one for using rules as weapons. That's why I teach what I do. We teach what we need to learn. That is, I think, how we get some of the best teachers, because they really are sort of in the midst of it themselves and really doing the work. So I am always fighting my rules. I'm fighting other people's rules, and it's not so much about like punching a rule in the face or kicking it in the balls, because you do that and it punches right back, and it does not take long at all to get hit back when we really I guess sort of lash out at what we're working to let go of. So what I try and do when I'm rewriting my rules, or when I haven't even reached that point yet and I'm just taking a look at, is this true for me? Is I get curious. Curiosity is, there's nothing else like it. Nothing else like curiosity in the whole world. And curiosity is something that comes from the heart. True curiosity comes straight from the heart, the core of you. Curiosity, it does not come from your head. My left brain does not start talking to me and saying, oh, you're curious. My heart gets curious, and I can feel it. It's like an opening sometimes it's an explosion. Sometimes it's it's sort of like being led by something I can't see, but I can feel it. Sort of akin to like if I'm out hiking in the mountains and I'm going down a path and I see a new path, or I come to a fork in the road and I don't really know where it goes, but I'll have a pull. I'll have a pull to go down this way, or I'll have a pull to go look over here, or I'll have a pull to go climb myself up on some rocks and see if I can catch a view that's just not visible from the path, from the trees. And what happens when I do that, whether we're talking about hiking or we're talking about life in general, is I get to see and experience things that I never, ever would have thought possible. I catch views of the world, of other people that were hidden before, and it really comes solely through surrendering and accepting the fact that I'm really curious right now. I'm really curious, and that curiosity softens the rules that I have for myself, or that I've absorbed from other things. And what happens with a lot of these rules is pretty soon after, I am like, no, we're going to investigate this. We're going to go down this path. Stuff gets a lot lighter. The rules seem to not so much disappear, because they sort of hang out, like flying around my head or inside my head. But they just don't seem super tangible anymore. What do I have to believe about myself? What do I have to believe about my business in order to really step up and be a public figure? And the hands down question, for sure, like this is a no-brainer. I have to believe that I have worth, that my work has worth, and not just to me, but to other people. I have to believe that, what I do matters, and I can make a big impact in the lives of other people. And I do. And I will admit to you that alongside that, sometimes they hold hands, is apathy. And on one hand, I can believe completely that what I have to offer and my work are great and have tremendous value. And on the other hand, I can have a belief that it's not going to matter. And that's apathy. That no matter what I do, it's not going to matter anyway. And that hurts. Apathy is a dream quasher, squasher, blower upper. Apathy's a bitch. And I am currently practicing recognizing that with love, and also stepping into leadership around that, because I believe that it does matter. And it's just about getting out there, being visible, being true to who you are and how you want to show up. And I do see that over time, the apathy gets smaller. It's not going to matter gets smaller, and I get bigger. Which is amazing, and it's weird, and it's exciting. It's all the things, and that's the way it's supposed to be.